Everybody, and basically, as introduced, I am Apurva Shimpi and I am from India. I am a physiotherapy educator as well as I do a lot of my work on adolescent fitness. So, as a physical therapist, I do look into a lot of domains with the adolescent population who are currently our generation alphas, the ones who are born after 2010. I also do come from the land of spirituality, Ayurveda and yoga, and as a physical therapist I do try to incorporate a lot of yoga related domains or yoga related domains into the adolescent health and fitness parameters. So I'm not here to give a lecture, but of course it's a story, but it comes with a warning because this is an activity session. So for those who are here, I'm going to make you do the activity, and of course it's something dear to all of us as physical therapists, so it's going to be a physical related activity, physical fitness or domain related activity. So yes, this earlier we had a very wonderful session on failures. This is basically a story of success in the worst of the times. So we all are aware, a couple of years back we all were enduring into the COVID-19 pandemic, and it was a time or a situation where there were a lot of challenges. Even in India, as with the entire world, we had the whole area under lockdown, schools were closed, and of course there used to be classes, there used to be geography, history, there used to be maths, science, but everything was online, right? And what about the physical activity? That's something that we are worried about. So physical activity was nothing but a YouTube link which the children were supposed to do by themselves at their place. And yes, so these were the children, these were the very children who, when we asked about health and fitness, knew everything. They know that health is important, they know that exercises are important. But when it comes to performing, it was something very shocking for all of us. There was a very less aspect of physical activity that was actually seen. I have been doing research since the past 12 years, and yeah, 12 years is quite a time. That's again another story of a failure. But nevertheless, in this course of this 12 years, when we were evaluating adolescents and their fitness levels, post-COVID-19, there was a shocking change. The level of fitness and the level of physical activity dropped down drastically. So we all are aware that WHO and CDC gives guidelines about 300 minutes of moderate to vigorous physical intensity activity that they should be done. What we found was the physical fitness related activity in schools, that is the physical education programs, was 74 minutes per week as against the 300 minutes per week guidelines, with an intensity of 2 of 10 on a modified box scale. So when we say moderate to vigorous physical activity, we say around 6, 5, 6. That was just 2. Imagine a generation doing hardly 74 minutes, if we are lucky that they are doing it, of physical fitness activity at an intensity of 2. And when we measured their health related performance and health related measures with fitness gram, what we found was aerobic capacity, flexibility, body composition, upper limb, lower limb strength, endurance was really low, really low. And imagine, this is our future generation. This is the generation which is the most tech savvy generation. They are the ones who are maybe brilliant or smarter than most of us, and they are the ones who are kind of disconnected with their own body. They know that they are supposed to have a fitness, but they don't incorporate that physical fitness. And that is where the fitness paradox was entirely seen. And when we had to find a solution for this, we tried to look at, because that was a time when a lot of online things and apps were getting generated, and we really felt this is not the solution, not another app, not another online domain. We went back to look into our tradition, and as I said, because being from the land of yoga, we tried to incorporate something which yoga has to offer, and that's where we realized a very powerful exercise. Sun salutations or Suryanamaskar. Sun salutations or Suryanamaskar are researched. we have evidence-based domains, and even if we go through, for example, from PubMed or so, we can find good studies which have been done on various parameters. So we incorporated a Suryanamaskar or a sun salutation related session for this population, and the dose that we kept was, of course, the frequency was thrice a week, intensity was around 6. We compared it in fact with the physical education domain also. We did only 24 sun salutations in 24 minutes. Okay, so when we were lacking time, when there was a lot of issues, online classes and pressures and everything, 24 sun salutations, and we found that the benefits that they got were immense. Their aerobic activity improved, and this is all statistically evaluated. So their aerobic activity improved, their flexibility improved, their body composition, of course, did not show much of a change in this small domain, maybe because they are in their pubertal stages, and their upper limb and lower limb endurance also improved. So basically, an exercise like Suryanamaskar or sun salutations had a very good and powerful implementation, and the benefits were no equipment requirement. We don't require any tools or anything. A limited or constrained space. So with hardly anything that they could do at their home, we could get a very beneficial results. And I can see a lot of questions on your faces. What exactly is sun salutations, or how we can do it? So yes, this being an activity, I'm going to make you do one sun salutation. For those of you who can do with me, please join me over it. I think you will like it. Okay, so it's about standing. Of course, it's to be done in the sun. So is this audible enough? I'll be showing it, so I can't hold the mic and show it. So okay. So stage 1 is the prayer position, Pranamasan. The mind later, this is flexion and extension of the trunk. So stage 2 is hands up. Stage 3 is slowly bend all the way down, take care of your back. Stage 4, one leg going down. If you can do it, it's okay. If you can't, it's okay. Stage 5, both the legs down in the mountain position. Try and touch your heels to the floor. Stage 6, go down. Take weight on your hands. You can touch your chest or your chin. Stage 7, up like a cobra. Stage 8, again mountain pose. Stage 9, the other leg forward. I know it's very difficult to do it in this clothing. Stage 10, both the hands down, that is forward fold. Stage 11, up. At last, end it with the prayer position. So this is essentially one sun salutation, and you guys were excellent. I was not expecting anybody to do it, but the way you all did it was as if you have been doing it for ages. So how was this feeling of doing it? What did you all feel? Better, tired, energized, could understand your body movements? And as a physical therapist, when we generally talk about upper limb endurance, flexibility, aerobic capacity, imagine this same sequence being done 12 to 24 times is as good as doing a walk for around 50 to 60 minutes. So the benefit that you get in 24 minutes is equivalent to that of a 60-minute sessions. Imagine you're saving your time. You're not just walking, doing your aerobics. You're working on, I'm tired. So one Suryanamaskar can do that for us. So you are working on your upper limb strength. We were working on our flexibility, trunk flexion to trunk extension. And we are actually, because we are doing this rhythmically for a period of time, it's an aerobic exercise, aerobic activity. What was the equipment required? Nothing. Just our body and ourselves. So this was a wonderful feeling, and many of the students, in fact, the most happy moment was when a child coming to me and saying, "Sir, this is for the first time I can feel my body happy." And that was a touching moment when somebody really realizes And mind you, this was at the time when things were challenging. And now it is a component in most of the schools that they are incorporating sun salutations or Suryanamaskar as a physical fitness activity. So at a time when there was a challenge maintaining fitness as a physical therapist, as a person, as professionals who are incorporated into well-being of others, we did not look at new tech, we looked at our old tech. We looked at what our traditions have to offer. Yoga, for example, it's yoga. We call it as yoga, which is more than, rather, it's something originated at 1500 BC, giving us a solution or an optimal factor even today. And hence, when used optimally, can be of extremely productive domain. So here, in the last 4 minutes, I just would like to have an open idea from any of you. What were the strategies that any of you tried to incorporate during this lockdown phase or during this phase? Are you going back to your traditions, using something which is already existing, or coming up with something new? So I open it up to all of you. All I would like to end by saying is, we have our traditions and cultures offering us better solutions, and one thing that I have really loved to use is the sun salutation. So all I just would like to say is that let's go back and add the sun. See, we are right now in Japan, the land of the rising sun, and where else can we actually talk about the beauty of sun and its effect on our health? So let's just give this sunshine to our students, one salutation at a time. Thank you so much for your kind attention.